Hello, welcome back once again to Learn English from Saddam Hussein. I'm Saddam Hussein, welcome you back. This is our second episode. I'm sure in the first episode it was an introduction. There I gave you lot of optimism. How you can improve your vocabulary, how you can improve your English conversation. Be positive. I'm sure you will be in a position to speak English fluently. In the last episode we discussed you have to have a positive mind that you can do it. So what all the things I suggested you was start reading newspaper in English, watch English movies, watch English shows, listen to podcast, and as much as you can, try to immerse yourself in English. We told you sleep English, eat English, listen to English. Wherever it is possible, think in terms of English, not in your native language or your mother tongue. Try to get as soon as you can, not thinking in terms of thinking your mother tongue or native language and then trying to convert your mind in English. Now that's not the right way of doing it. Today in the second episode, what we'll be discussing idioms. Idioms. What are idioms? A few things. Like we keep on adding something new for you so that you keep learning something new. It's not that I'm going to teach you from alphabets A for apple, B for boy. No, that's not the way to learn English. I told you in the last episode, when a child is born in the native English speaking country, maybe in the United States or UK, Australia or Canada, he automatically starts speaking English without learning alphabets, without learning the grammar. Automatically. How did he learn? By listening to his parents, friends, peers in the school and all. A small kid, maybe who is 2 years old. Same way, you can learn by watching TV serials, by watching movies or speaking to people. So today in this episode, we talk about idioms. What exactly is an idiom? An idiom has a phrase or a group of words, 2-3 words together, or maybe 5-6 words. Those words have no meaning itself, absolutely. If you take the literal meaning of those words, you land up nowhere. But idioms will make your conversation flowery or interesting. People who listen to you will form a good opinion about your language skills. In native English speaking countries, they use idioms in movies, in shows and all. Or to put it this way, idioms are like spices. They'll add spice to your language skills. So what exactly is the definition of an idiom? An idiom is a phrase or expression that usually presents a figurative, non-literal meaning attached to the phrase. If you see an idiom, it has a couple of words or maybe 2-3 words, or it has a phrase which has no meaning literally. But when you put together these 4, 5, 6 words, they have a good meaning. So let's start with idioms. So I'm not going to give you, there are thousands of them. So we're not going to discuss at one go in one episode all the idioms. Maybe in each episode for your convenience we'll be taking only 5 idioms. That will help you in your conversation. We'll keep on giving you many. And today's episode we'll be discussing about 5 idioms. Which are these? One by one we'll discuss it and you'll get to know what exactly is this, how to use it. The first one you can see it here, blessing in disguise. blessing in disguise. What exactly is blessing in disguise? If you see the literal meaning of both the words, two words here, blessing, disguise. Blessing means I bless you, or God, may God bless you. Now it has no meaning here. Disguise means you disguise in someone else's clothes, or maybe you hide someone, you hide somewhere in a bush or something, you say I'm disguised. No, it has no meaning. Then what exactly is blessing in disguise? When do you use these words? I give you a small example to make you understand. Let's say I'm working in a small private firm or enterprise. I'm getting a small salary, low salary. And suddenly I lost my job. I was fired. That's a sad news. I lost my job. That's a sad news. When I lost my job, then I started my own business. When I started my business, luckily, I started getting huge profits, enormous, lot of profits. That's a good news. So here we can use this idiom, blessing in disguise. Losing a job became a blessing for me in disguise. How? Because I become an entrepreneur or become a businessman, I'm making a lot of profits. That is blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise, it means you got something sad, but later on you realized it turned out to be a happy news for you. There was something in store for you, something good to look forward. That's blessing in disguise. I hope you got it. You lost something, but you gain much more than what you lost. That is blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. The second idiom today we are talking about is, you can see here, dime a dozen. Dime a dozen. So don't take the literal meaning of dime, a small coin. Dozen means 12. No, it makes no sense. What exactly this idiom means, when do we use it? Dime a dozen. If you have something, plenty of something, plenty of money, it has no value for you. Plenty of clothes, no particular value. Plenty of anything, they have not much value. Like these days, everyone has a mobile phone, so they don't have much value. These days, every house has a refrigerator, every house has TV. Oh, not much value. Everyone has. Then what exactly is dime a dozen? When do we use it? In this city, we have so many Chinese restaurants. Every nook and corner of the city, you have a Chinese restaurant. Here, we can use the term, in this city, Chinese restaurants are dime a dozen. Dime a dozen. These days, doctors have become dime a dozen. Engineers have become dime a dozen. Software engineers have become dime a dozen. There was a time the doctors had big value. Software engineers, they were most respected. Now these days, they are dime a dozen. The first one idiom was blessing in disguise. The second one is dime a dozen. That means they have no relevance, no value. Everyone has. It's easily available. In this city, Chinese restaurants are dime a dozen. The third idiom you have is actions speak louder than words. What exactly it means? Actions speak louder than words. Don't take the literal meaning of each word. What it means, actions speak louder than words. What we do is important than what we speak. If there is a hungry man, you feed. That's more important than you speak to him or than you tell him good stories. What is action speaks more than words? We can take one more example. My friend always promised to help me whenever I'm in trouble. He always said, I'll come to your rescue, I'll come to your help. But when I needed his help, he never turned up. Then we can use this idiom, actions speak more than words. It is more important what you do, what you help, than what you say. It has no relevance or meaning. That is, actions speak more than words. The first idiom you learned today is blessing in disguise. I lost my job and I became an entrepreneur, became a rich man. That is blessing in disguise. Number 2, dime a dozen. In this city, you have so many Chinese restaurants, we can call it. In this city, Chinese restaurants are dime a dozen. Number 3, actions speak louder than words. Don't just make false promises to someone. Instead of making promises or saying big words, help him. That is, actions speak more than words. Okay, we move on. Blessing in disguise, dime a dozen, actions speak louder than words. And the fourth one, you have to beat around the bush. To beat around the bush. Absolutely, there is no relevance, literal meaning of these words. To beat around the bush. What exactly it means? You must have heard people talking to you. Some people directly tell you what exactly happened. Some people, instead of directly saying, they keep on taking you rounds and rounds and rounds. They keep talking all kinds of rubbish, irrelevant things. That is known as to beat around the bush. That's why we say to our friends, please don't beat around the bush. I don't have patience and time to listen to your rubbish talk. Say exactly what happened. Someone met with an accident, directly tell me what happened actually, whose fault was it? Was it your fault or someone else's fault? Don't beat the bush. Don't beat the bush means straightway directly tell me what exactly happened. Please don't beat the bush. And the last idiom you have, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. What it means, here's all and all, don't take the literal meaning. What it means, I'm all ears. All ears means whatever you say, I'm listening carefully. I'm going to listen to that and take action. Some people you must have seen, there are two things. One is the passive listening, one is active listening. Some people listen very carefully, active listening. Some people are passive, okay, you are listening for the heck of it, for the sake of it. So when we say I'm all ears, that means I'm carefully listening to you, what you say, and I'm going to take action against it. I'm going to help you out. I'm all ears. So we can give an example. I'm all ears in my classroom so that I can score good marks in my test. I'm all ears. I wanted to do well in the examinations. I'm all ears I'm all ears to my teachers. So I listen carefully whatever they say. So let's recollect once again. Blessings in disguise. I lost my job. At the same time, I became an entrepreneur or businessman and started earning huge profits. That is blessing in disguise. The 7th one, dime a dozen. In this city, there are dime a dozen Chinese restaurants. That means you find them every nook and corner of the city. Number 3, actions speak louder than words. Don't just speak, don't just say, show something by your actions. If there is a poor man, help him by giving him some money, charity, instead of just giving sweet words. And to beat around the bush, don't beat around the bush. Whenever they ask you a question in the exam, don't beat around the bush. Give a straight and direct answer. When you are speaking to someone, give a straight and direct answer instead of beating the bush around. And I'm all ears, that means I'm very attentive, I'm listening to you carefully, that means I have full respect for you. So these are the idioms. Idioms will help you in your conversation. They make your vocabulary increase, and they add spice to your vocabulary, they add spice to your conversation. That's all we have time for today's episode. Till we meet next time, goodbye guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe and like our videos. We'll try to put as many videos as you can every day so that you catch up some new words, new phrases, idioms and how to listen. Even if you listen to this every day, I'm sure you'll become a fluent speaker. Thank you guys. Thank you. Keep smiling. Bye-bye.